I can see dead people. I see you. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Modsauce. I am your host, Renovate, and today will be episode number 4. This is a YouTube-only server. It's hosted by the OTE Gamers, which stands for Over the Edge. There is a link below in the description that will show you how to get there. If you're interested in playing on this server or any of their servers, just go to the website, fill out an application, and get whitelisted. We got several of them going. But today, like I said, is episode number 4. I'm going to try to get our big reactor done and show you around a couple things I've changed and a couple things I've gotten into. But I haven't recorded in I think 4 days, so a lot's been going on. If you're enjoying these videos, guys, please click that like button or leave some comments. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so I can keep you updated when I upload videos. And yeah, that's about it. Let's get started. So the front of the place is starting to take shape. I've taken a little bit of time to flatten all this and move all our stuff out of the way so it's not the first thing you see walking up. I also carved out this big section of the mountain up there, and I'll take you up there and show you why. It's pretty cool. I haven't worked on my staircase yet at all. Flash has actually moved his base somewhere over on the other side of that mountain peak. He was over here in this cave, but decided that he didn't want to stay in a cave, so he's over there. I basically kicked him out, so sorry, Flash. But I didn't think he was going to be back, so we got our courtyard started, and of course it's going to start raining right when I decide to record. So let's get inside real quick. Hopefully it's not loud. But yeah, we took all our machines and stuff and moved them out of sight. I created this cool little staircase that goes down, and this is where we put all our machines, which hasn't really changed since the last episode, don't think. We have added more and changed some out, and over here is our reactor, and as you can see, piece by piece it's starting to get put together, and I think it's getting close enough that we can get it pretty much completed at the end of the episode, which will be great. I think in the last episode, F-Tog Thorgel left me some gifts. I appreciate that. I've already used it, and I don't think I have any of it left. I think it's all been destroyed because I've been in the dungeons a lot trying to find a couple items, which I still have yet to find. But with that being said, I made a basic factory. This is a really cool machine. Basically does 3 things at the same time. It doesn't have to be all the same things. It can be, you know, smelting sand into glass, and then iron ore into iron ingots, and, you know, wood into coal, something like that. So a really cool machine, and if you look at the mechanism, it's got quite a few of these basic factories. Let's see, over here we set up an electrolyte or an electrolytic separator, and basically what this does, it takes water and turns water into hydrogen or oxygen, and you can either keep one or the other, or you can keep both. But what I'm doing is I'm keeping the hydrogen, dumping the oxygen. Hydrogen goes into this gas burning generator. This thing fills up with hydrogen and basically creates energy, and that energy is getting shot over here to this machine here, which is an energy cube, and it is filled completely up. So I haven't really used this at all. I guess I could loop it back around and power up these machines over here, but these are getting powered up by our heat generators, which eventually will be gone. So yeah, that's that part. I moved our smelting room down here to the corner. I got tired of going from here, running upstairs, running back down, running upstairs. Got kind of old, so moved everything in here. Made a fluid tank. I've actually made quite a few of these, and then I'll just take these to the mining world, fill them up with lava, and then bring them back. They hold, I think, like 16 buckets. Yeah, 16 mega buckets. Over here on these other fluid tanks, I actually have a bunch of liquid XP stored. I just made a little drain right here and put one of those cubes underneath it. And as we get experience, We just stand on this, dump it in the bucket, and then I stack them over here. So I need to make a couple more here pretty soon. That one's about full. Yeah, and I got 32 levels still to put in it. So we'll put those over here and stack them up. I had plans on using these with a, what are they called? Some kind of enchanting table where you can use the liquid XP through it. But another YouTuber on here had a better idea, and so I've copied him. Not copied him exactly, but pretty much the process of it. This area in here is done. I don't think last episode I even had it close to this, but let's go down our basement staircase. And this is going to be kind of like the courtyard area. Even though it's 20 some floors below grade, at least the grade ups where we were at. We're actually 5 levels, if you look on my map, 5 levels above, I guess, sea level. I guess that's what level 64 is, whatever. But yeah, we got this cool waterfall. It drops down and flows around this little flowing river, and then it kind of drops down into there. This will have a little glass bridge over it. I was given this little statue as a present. Put a willow tree in here, and then kind of decorated this wall to kind of make it look like it's, you know, like we're outside. Cool thing is we have rain inside, which we shouldn't because my glass broke up there, but I just made this really tall, I guess you could call it a skylight, and then I kind of decorated it, and this was actually done by working from the top down. And no, I did not die when I got to the last level. It's kind of actually pretty easy. But I just made this little atrium type thing with a bunch of hanging vines. I thought it looked cool. In the nighttime, it looks really cool. What else did we do? That's about it in here. I got this magic water and put it in the middle so it kind of fell down. But it's kind of got like a glitch look right there. It kind of goes under the water. Kind of odd. But I wanted it to look like it was, you know, when you have a waterfall, there's white water at the bottom, but it didn't really turn out the way I wanted it. That still looks cool, though. Anyways, let's go back upstairs. I put this, a bunch of these tree leaves around the edge. It gives it a nice little wall so you don't have to walk off the edge. I was going to put glass railing, and I still might on the second or on the main floor, but this seems to work out a little bit better. This right here looks kind of like a weird room, but this was actually in a dungeon. So I figured I would just copy it exactly like it was in the dungeon. So I broke it all down, came back here and made it the same footprint, except for this was a normal enchanting table, and now it's an advanced enchanting table. So basically you put your gear here, you pick what enchant you want, and then over here it will tell you what it's going to cost you. So you can get multiple things. So it's 30 is not the maximum level you can use on enchanting costs. You can get stuff that's, you know, 70, 80 points. But yeah, we got this set up, and this is just going to be our enchanting room. I'll put a couple lights and stuff in here, and maybe a desk and stuff. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. This is just a temporary mob farm. And what I did was there's 2 spawners in there, and I got a chest here with a vacuum hopper on the top, so if I stand here on the edge, I can sit here and kill them through that little hole, and then the items will get sucked into here, and then the XP gets sucked into this tank. Pretty cool. The main purpose for this room, though, is, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's pretty dark in there, but if you look back in the back, hopefully you can see this on YouTube, there's a little ledge. Let's get all these guys out of the way real quick. Die, guys. There we go. Oh, I knocked a pumpkin hat. Awesome. There we go. Now they're all out of the way. Well, I guess not. There's one more. See if I can get him over here to the edge. Come on. Come on. Oh, well. There is a ledge that goes right across there and goes right across the back. And what I'm going to do is set fans on that thing. And we'll put all the switches to the fans here on the back side. And basically what it's going to do is blow all the mobs to this corner. And I have 4 melee turtles set up that I'm going to put right here in the corner. And so when those things get blown over here, they will get basically chopped up right away. Stuff will go into here. XP will go into here. I got to figure out, these things will not stack. I was thinking that these were the fluid tanks that if you put like another one beside it, even though the tank says it's got 16, it'll actually overflow into the other tanks, but these don't work that way. So I'll have to figure out a way to get more than 16 buckets. Maybe a drum or something like that, but this is just a temporary XP farm. I really haven't used it for any XP so far, but I went and got these, I went and got those, what do you call those? Those spawners. And I'll show you what I used. It's a pretty cool tool. Way over here. It is right. Watch, there it is. Oops, there it is. It's called a matter transporter, and you just basically use it like, well, you just go up and click on the spawner and it picks it right up. So you can have, excuse me, you can have any spawners, and I've tried to get the ones that were the zombies with the gear, just hoping maybe we get some gear or something with it, but it seems like they all spawn with that chainmail on, which is fine. It just makes it a little bit harder to kill them. So yeah, there's that. And let me show you what else we've done. Let's go on up here. I don't want to spend the whole show showing stuff. Up here we really didn't do anything. It's still the same way it was before. I think I've finished the walls. I think that's the only thing I've done. That's sandstone. I wanted to get something that looked kind of industrial. And I really haven't mined anything. I was trying to mine a bunch of marble, but it's kind of hard to find. And since you can't, I wanted it to be white is basically what I wanted it to be. And you can't chisel quarried stone, so I just went with the sandstone, and you get a lot of different patterns with the sandstone. It's pretty cool. So we're going to line this whole thing in with that, and I'll kind of give it that little industrial look, or kind of like a clean area, scientific type thing. But this will have a bunch of tinted glass in it, so you can still see this. And I don't know if I'll make the wind turbine or the steam turbine that's connected to this big reactor. This might be enough power for us right now until we get into something a little bit bigger. But I don't really have access to where I want to go next, so I'm just gonna, I set it as my home. That's called home top. And bam, here we are. And this is the skylight that's up at the top. So as you can see, I put a bunch of glowstone here, and then put a bunch of vines, and just made a bunch of hanging stuff going down, and this is where my glass broke. So that's why the rain was coming in. But I got into a little bit of Botania, and we got a bunch of these day blooms, and we did nightshades. These don't produce hardly any mana. It's a lot less than what I thought it was going to be. But we got that spraying into this mana pool, and we made the runic altar so we could make a couple of the more higher end plants like the thermal lily, and then we got the hydrangeas over here. Basically how these work, you make this 3x3 area, infinite water. These things draw water out of the corners, and from that they'll produce mana, and the mana gets shot over to there. Same thing with these thermal lilies. They need lava, and they will suck out the lava blocks when they need to, and then they'll shoot all their mana to there and over to here. And as you can see, we got lots of it. This is a mana pool, and I almost got it full. And I wasn't getting very much mana at all, but I went ahead and made one of these dimensional anchors, and it goes 9x9 area. So I get all the way over to that plant, and we get all the way over to there. So nice, good area. This is constantly making me mana, so we'll eventually get into that. This is my infinite water source. So we got our pedal apothecary. Hard word to say when you're kind of tired. And then up here, right now I just made a garden, and this is where I'm making my seeds, because every time you make a plant, you got to drop seeds in there to make it work, and I didn't really have anything to make seeds with, so I planted a bunch of this to get seeds. Eventually, what I want to do is make one of the Botania plants. I think it's a Botania plant. I'm pretty sure it's a Botania plant that helps plants grow around it. And I want to put it up here and help these grow. And then hook this up to, you know, a harvester and a planter. And then use the carrots and then take the carrots and break them down and somehow use them as a fuel source. Just for up here though, because I'd like to set up a couple machines up here, but that's on down the road. And I got some netherwort set up over here because some of these ingredients in Botania need netherwort, so we got that set up over here. But yeah, this was all mountain. It was all solid, and I broke all this out. Looks like I got a crane set up, but I basically made a straight shot all the way up to the top and then broke everything all the way back down. And it's a good thing we got this big iron hammer, because that would have taken forever, and I don't have any mining stuff. What do you call them? They quarries or anything, and I didn't want to use them anyways. But yeah, it kind of gives me a nice overlook to my base. I like being in this little valley. And like I said, Flash is just on the, if you go up through that little cave and go around the corner, that's where Flash is, so he's not too far away. So yeah. Let's get let me get a couple things, and we're going to try to get started on finishing the reactor. Be right back. Alright, back in the workshop. One thing, guys, on these big reactors, there's quite a few videos on how to make these things and the different configurations and how much power they output. This is a 5x5, but typically people put the 5 fuel rods, you know, one in the ones in the corner and one in the middle. I just did 4, only because I don't think I'm going to need that much power. And the other thing that helps this by keeping it cool and being more efficient is, what do you put in here to keep these fuel rods cool? Now you can use water. There's all kinds of stuff you can use, but I've made them before where I've actually used this liquid ender stuff, and all you do is you put some in a bucket, put it right here, and let it drain down, and that seems to be a pretty efficient way. When I make the huge turbines, I actually make I think it's endorium blocks, I think is what they're called. Let me check. Where are they at? Is this it? Nope. There they are right there. Yeah. Endorium blocks. And on the turbines, that's what I put around the shaft of the turbine down at the base, so the rotary. And it seems to be really efficient. So, and I got plenty of ender pearls, thanks to a couple gifts. Let's put these, hopefully this is powered back up. So I have 4 buckets here, and I need 5. So we just need to put in 4 more ender pearls, because each ender pearl is, I think, 250. Yep. So if you look at the thing, it's going up by 250. And all I gotta do is just put this in a bucket like this. Boop. Click it. But I'm not gonna do it until we get the tops in and build the rest of this glass. So the thing we need to finish this, I already have the controller. We have the access port where we're going to put the yellorium ingots, and then this is our power tap. So we're going to tap out a power here, and either A, put it into one of these or a bigger one, or we just tap it right into our main source here. So that's probably what we'll do, is we'll just run a universal cable. I'm going to rearrange all this too, because I don't like that little indentation there. And then since we don't have tesseracts on here, there's something else that works. I think it's part of mechanism. Let's look on here. And I can't recall the name. No, it is not mechanism. But it works just like a tesseract. Maybe it is on here. Nope. Let's see if it's, I don't think it's Railcraft. And I'm not having very good luck with Railcraft anyway, so hopefully it's not Railcraft. It's not. Alright guys, I cannot seem to find it in the mods, so this actually does have Tesseracts. But I think that there is another way. Yeah, so we got Tesseracts here, here, and here. But I'm not quite sure. This says that receives only. So we need fused quartz, which I think is just, yeah, alloy smelter. So they're not that hard to make. These Endorium ingots are the hardest thing to make because you need an induction smelter and a whole process. So we'll figure it out a way. But the only reason we'd need Tesseracts is if we wanted to take, and if you look here, guys, I died. So if you wanted to plug it in and use the power somewhere else. But right now I don't need anything. Eventually we're probably going to have like a digital miner or something in the mining age, which we will then use to take this power to there. But right now I don't think we'll need any external power anywhere. But I'm pretty sure there's a way of transporting power. I've typed in everything from energy to transport. And it's none of this stuff here. These are just frames. Yep. Yeah, it's none of this stuff. So we'll figure it out. Also, forgot to mention, I made some big boy toys. This is, these are all made of that maniulum, I guess is how you pronounce that. But just look at the durability on that. 16,875. I put, and it's got 14 attack damage. These things are awesome, and they behead like crazy. So I'm constantly getting mob heads. I just went in and started throwing them away because I got too many. I might just make a room that's just nothing but mob heads. It'll look kind of cool. But yeah, we made this. We got this. I think this is a cleaver. And I renamed it as Zombie Love. Thought that was pretty cool. But I went and put repair 3 on everything, so I never have to, make that material anymore. This iron one, I just went ahead and put a diamond on it to give it more durability, but did give it repair 2. And then we did the same material. Actually, this is steel. This is a steel pickaxe, but it's got repair 2 on it, and the durability is pretty high. And then we got the Matic, which has got 4,500. Mine's pretty fast. But yeah, these are some big boy toys. Let's see if we got enough, though, to make one of these. Nope. So we need 1 graphite bar. Figures. There's 1. Good. So each one of these will make 4. So we'll go ahead and put these 4 in. I got an empty hole there. And put 1 there and 1 there, and then I'm going to make all this glass. And I'm going to need to, let's make a little, yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go ahead and get our first bucket of this stuff. And you got to be very careful, because if you jump into this, it teleports you. It's kind of strange. But we want to put it, actually, before I do that, I need to grab, I don't remember where I put them. You're there. So we need to put these in real quick. So I'm going to put 1 there and 1 there. Good. So those are all filled up. And now we can put this here. And then put that reactor block there. Yeah, that looks cool. Awesome. Alright, so we need to see that back corner is closed in, so we can go ahead and do it again. Alright, if all goes as planned, if you guys haven't ever built a big reactor, as soon as you put all the pieces together, you know what, actually we need 2 more reactor casings. So let's go ahead and make those. As soon as you put all the blocks together, the thing kind of fuses together and it gives you kind of a little graphic. I don't want to say graphic, but a little the graphics on the casing or on the reactor change. Let's see if we can get just, there we go, we just need one more. I don't know how I ended up with that dumb shovel. So let's put these pieces of glass here. And then let's close off these holes up here. We got that one done and that one done. And we just need to put these pieces of glass in here, there and there, and there, oops, and there. And then let's get 2 buckets of our stuff. Put one there. And then our last bucket. Awesome. One there. Awesome. Now watch the reactor. It'll change the way it looks if everything's put together correctly. Boom. Awesome. And now it's on. So what we want to do is fill this input here full of yellorium, which we got. I got 46 here. Here's a random one here. I just want to check all my chests. Because if I remember correctly, the first one takes, the first time it starts up, it takes almost a full stack. Yeah, so let's, I got quite a few of these. I might even have some in my golden bag. Also, I made a golden bag. These things are great. Whoops, I didn't mean to throw my bread down. Yeah, I don't have any in there. Also made a hang glider so I can fly around, and a dark oak sapling. And this is going to be for our tree farm. Yeah, that's good. So let's go ahead and fire up. I don't need more graphite. All these yelloriums. Let's break this one in half and put that there. So what this is going to do, as soon as I put these in here, is we need to set this one to the, we don't want it to eject fuel. So we want the fuel to go here. This is just going to be an inlet mode. We don't want anything to eject. And then all the, this is going to eject these things right here. Actually, it's the plutonium, I think. It might be the cyanite, because we make a cyanite reprocessor and it turns it into the plutonium, if I remember correctly. And you have to use these to make the wind turbine, or just the turbine. So we want them to stay here so we can collect them. But we're going to throw these all in here. And as you can see, it turned on. And it is full. And it has not completely turned on, but I'm just curious. We're going to go ahead and activate it. And I just want to see how much power we're going to get. So we're about 4,000. Let's see if we need to put any more in here. Oh, it looked like it took it. Well, that was a weird glitch. Huh. But our heat's pretty low. That's pretty good. 2,000 is pretty high. Our efficiency is really good. That's really good. And yeah, we're getting about 4,000 flux per tick. That's sweet. And we are, let's turn that thing off so you can see it. So what is that, 10 million RF? That's awesome. Alright, let's get some more yellorium. Let's see how much. I want to go ahead and fill it up. There we go. So it's got enough. So yeah, it used quite a bit. And then every once in a while you'll get waste, which will be this block right here, this cyanite. We'll pop up here and then we'll just grab it. But as soon as we're full, we're going to shut it off, just so we're not wasting it while I'm off screen. Also, if I leave it on, it won't do anything unless somebody's real close, and then just them being in the chunk will load it. And since I'm real close to flash, and we're only about 200 or so blocks from spawn, if new players want to come in here, or somebody wants to just come in and show this place on their video, this thing would kick on, and then we're just basically wasting it. But it never blows up. You can't, if it overheats, it's not going to blow up. It's one of the coolest things I think they've added to Minecraft as far as a power generation. It's super simple to make. Coal, iron, and the steel basically is all it is, and making steel in this infuser is pretty simple. But we'll let that cook up. We'll just probably add another chest over here. But let's let it fill all the way up. So yeah, now the core heat's going down. That's great. But what happens when you make these? The endorium on the inside, or the liquid ender. I'm sorry, guys. Sounds like I'm getting ready to throw up, but I'm not. The liquid endorium actually cools the fuel rods. If I made it a more efficient one, it'd be a 7x7, so that the fuel rods are completely encased in the endorium. But for right now, this is fine. So we are fully energized, and we can just shut it down. So since I'm shutting it down, I still have all this power, and it would take quite a while to go through all this power. So that's how that works. So we got that set up, which is awesome. Yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you like what's being built. If you do, please let me know in the comments. And until next time, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. And like I said, check out some of the other guys that are taping. Their links are also in the description below. So I'll see you next time, guys.